Coach Mackenzie Charles and the Lynn English Lady Bulldogs have made the state tournament for the first time in his 3 years as head coach, winning 4 games in a row to finish the season. But the season did not get off to a great start after learning of the passing of former player Dorothy Enzemba before their regular season.
It was an emotional roller coaster. It really was, because coming into the season, with these girls, and we put in so much work in the off season, like we really anticipated like our first day of tryouts. And you never really think your first day of tryouts are gonna come with the news that a former player has passed away.
It was heavy. It was, you know what I mean, the whole city had heavy hot. The girls' English basketball, just, I want to say team as a whole, it was just tough to deal with. We all had different relationships with Dorothy.
It's truly been an adventure. I mean, we've been through a lot. It showed everyone's true colors, like we're all a family.
Like hit us really hard because we were at tryouts, like everything was going good, and then we got the news and like everything was different. But we still kept practicing, like even that day we were practicing because we know she'd want us to practice like for her.
Enzemba's passing came to a shock for the entire Lynn English Lady Bulldogs family, especially those who were close to her.
I feel like what went through all of our minds was like we didn't want to believe it. It was crazy.
I was shocked. I didn't expect it because it was at our banquet, so it was kind of like out of nowhere, and like we didn't really expect anything from it.
When we found out we were in the cast, and our captain at the time, Rachel, she told us, and I think all of us just broke down right away.
When we all found out, it was definitely overwhelming. I don't think any of us ever experienced anybody with cancer. I know I haven't, I know Coach Mack hasn't. And just her heart and her motivation and her perseverance and just her energy was great.
It was tough because it's a young kid that just has such a promising future. Like sometimes life isn't fair.
The passing came as a shock to many of the players and coaches, but they were able to use it as motivation to help them get through the regular season and also get through any adversity that they would face during the season.
It gave us a step back. We had a couple of days of practice that weren't good because all of us, we weren't in the right mindset. But we pushed through it, and everything we did now is for her.
We just had to keep pushing and say that she wanted us to keep moving forward instead of just staying like down on ourselves all the time.
Yeah, she was really, really hardworking, and I guess that's what made us go through the season really, really hard, keeping her in mind and knowing that, you know, we're doing this for her.
Dorothy would be in here even being after diagnosis. She'd be in here working. To see her working and going through that at the same time, it pushed us to be like, oh, like, we're not having it. Like, we could have it worse than we're having it right now. She has it worse, and she's outworking us, so we had to go harder. That we had to work hard, and everything we did was for her. Because if she was out on that court, she'd be working hard.
We had to play for her. Like, it's like she was still on the court with us, even though she was sitting on the bench coaching us, giving us advice. Like, she was still playing with us.
Players and coaches remember Dorothy as a very positive individual who was always smiling and always motivating them to become better players and people on and off the court.
She's always had a very positive spirit. She hated the attention. Me and her were kind of the same, as in like we didn't want to be harassed about questions and all that. So whenever she came, we just talked about regular life. I never asked her how she was doing because her walking into the gym just showed me she was fine enough to be here.
She really didn't complain. She just really kept on working. She didn't really want a whole lot of attention. She wanted to keep it within her family and the Lynn English family.
She was really funny. Yeah, she always had a smile on her face. She was never like down on anybody. She always had a smile.
She was always positive. Like, you would never see her mad or sad. Like, she was always just like so uplifting for the team.
Dorothy is described by her former coach and former teammates as a very, very tough basketball player who would not shy away from the competition. Under Coach Mackenzie Charles, he saw that she had progressed in the 2 years that he had her.
It was a part of her starting to find her confidence. And I can't remember the team we played, but I remember her going to the hoop extremely strong, her getting fouled and getting an and one, and her just flexing.
I remember, like, she would come to practice sometimes, and she would like maybe run one suicide, and then after that she just couldn't. And like I just kept that in the back of my mind to like keep pushing harder, because I know that she wants to. Like you can see it in her face that she would want to be like running with us, even though it's running. But I mean, like still she would want to do it, but she couldn't. You know, she would try, but she couldn't anymore.
My freshman year here, the last time I played with Dorothy, I think it was against Gloucester. I think it was her highest points she ever had, like in high school. I think she scored like 20 points. That game was crazy. Like she was just putting back every board and everything. Like that game was crazy.
She loved Euroing people. She always trying to get that Euro down after practice, during practice. She always wanted the Euro the mannequin.
According to Coach Mackenzie Charles, Dorothy began to realize the potential she had as a basketball player. She progressively got better during the offseason and was poised to have a great senior season before her setback.
She was just starting to become like the player that she was going to show her following year, because she was starting to become really aggressive. Like I think she was developing some more confidence in her game. And for her not to really see it maximize was kind of tough. It was tough as a coach.
And the best thing about Dorothy is when 2 seasons ago, no, was it last season? Yeah, my bad. Last season ended, was the first time she was an All-Star. And she had no clue what an All-Star was. So when she got diagnosed with cancer, I was only happy for the fact that she never understood how good she was. So when it got taken away, it didn't hurt as much as somebody who was an All-Star, knew how good they was and knew where they were going. When that gets yanked away, it's like the end of the world. So she was kind of naive about how good she was. I've known Dorothy since middle school, so when you see somebody grow and you see the improvements and the maturation of a person, and then when something's taken away from them like that in with regards to health, it wouldn't have bothered me if like she was academically ineligible or an injury, but like when it's like something life-threatening, it was no longer about basketball for me.
This season for the Lady Bulldogs has been one of perseverance, one of hard work, and one of overcoming many obstacles. These young ladies fought through adversity, they stayed together, and they worked really hard on the basketball court and never gave up, which made their coaches very proud of them.
The emotional roller coaster that these girls went through, like they were so resilient getting through that, and it's a testament to them and their hard work and their passion for the game and their passion for getting better.
I know like losing a friend during the basketball season is tough. You don't even want to do anything. You don't want to play. And for them to still get up every day and put their shoes on, and for them to see that DE on their uniform and still be motivated enough to come out there and compete, she'd be ecstatic.
She's just actually like, when I think of a leader and who I want to be like for this team, I would think of Dorothy, and that's who inspires me to be the leader I am.
Although she is no longer here, Dorothy lives in the hearts of not only the Lynn English Lady Bulldogs family, but the Lynn English High family, and everyone will remember her enthusiasm, her smile, and her energy. And players and coaches vowed to live their life playing and coaching for Dorothy.
I don't know if I would say much things, but just spending time with somebody that she had great energy. Like her energy was so good. So I think I would just want to be around her to just soak up her energy, her positive energy that she always came to practice and she attacked the day with.
I tell her I miss her.
Yeah, say I missed you, and we miss you, and that's what it is.
I'd thank her, and I tell her I love her, so I think. Tell her thanks for everything.
And I love you, we all love you, and hope you're watching over us, and look out for us in the tournament.